This is Chelsea, in my opinion. You know, I'm trying to wrap my head around this Eketike deal, you know. If we consider, I don't know why Chelsea is not going for Gyokeres. Right now, I am hearing feelers that, according to representatives, Gyokeres deal is being held back by disagreement in the salaries. I have never read anywhere where I hear Gyokeres or Gyokeres. According, I don't know. I'm not Swedish, but that name sounds awkward and funny for me. Gyokeres, where he ever asks for 300,000 a week. I read it somewhere this morning where there's a blogger. I don't know if it's I think it's TikTok or Twitter or X that is asking for 300 a week. I know currently he receives about 46K a month. If he, a week, if he receives 46K a week, that is a no-brainer. And Chelsea can easily triple. I don't even think he's angling for Man United, because even though Amorim is in Man United, they have no trophy, they have no title, they have nothing to play for in Europe. Yes, the EPL is there and the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, but I don't think Gyokeres will overlook Chelsea for Man United right now. And I still don't get, why are we going for Eketike at 80 million? I hear the club is saying, Frankfurt is saying 100 million. Chelsea is proposing 63 million. If we are going for him at 80 million, no matter how you spread the payments, that money we pay for Osimhen for at least 2-3 seasons. You buy him and pay his salary for 2-3 seasons. So why are we not going for him? Why are we not going for Gyokeres? Gyokeres is 26. He has English football experience. Yes, he may not have played in the EPL, but he has English football experience, which is a plus. His current salary falls within Chelsea's salary structure. So that is a big plus for us. I don't understand why we are not taking that opportunity. It will be tough for somebody to say that he is being, there's a conversation taking place at the background. I don't believe so. Because there's no way we could be doing this and it will not leak. Gittins, I have no problem with Gittins, because if we cannot get Rodrigo, Rafael Leao, I'm not a fan of Rafael Leao. He's just somebody who's always blowing hot and cold. But Gittins, Jamie Gittins, has some prospects. Eketike, Delap for me is a better option, or I believe Delap is an upgrade for Eketike and an upgrade for Jackson. Eketike and Jackson are similar, play similar styles. So if we are leaving Jackson and we are going for Eketike, probably Jackson may be sold. Or I know Chelsea is open to sell Jackson. Chelsea is open to sell anybody. So don't get that wrong. Even Palmer, if a big club comes for Palmer with the right amount, Chelsea is willing to sell. So don't get that wrong. Eketike, Jackson plays the same. They don't contest headers. They don't like to shoot from the outside the box. Eketike may be a better ball controller than Jackson, but he doesn't like to contest headers. Jackson, if you watch Jackson very well, if a ball is coming, Jackson does not go for the header with the defender. He waits for the defender to miss the ball. Then he attacks. He doesn't challenge a defender. Eketike is like that. So if we have two players like them that play the same, why don't we go for a player with a center forward with a different profile? Why do we have to duplicate Jackson? Jackson has been one of the worst strikers we've had in years. I don't care what anybody says. Watch the finals. Watch how he flopped that chance that would have given us the third goal. The third goal. And every time Jackson is running towards the goal, Jackson just loses his brain. I don't care what anybody says. Jackson just loses control. Either he overtouches the ball, he overkicks the ball, he overshoots, or he overdribble, or he overrun. Something must go wrong. All Jackson needed to do was calm down and touch the ball to Sancho, and it's a third goal. You know, but at the end of the day, I'm so happy we won that game. But can somebody explain to me why we are not going for Gyokeres? Agree. We might say Osimhen is too expensive. I would prefer we go for a leader striker. But if we can't get Osimhen, why are we not going for Gyokeres? Why are we not going for Gyokeres? Everywhere you turn is Eketike, Eketike, Eketike. There is no other striker that is being linked with Chelsea. The right wing, another point, and I don't know, Hato, the guy, Ajax captain, I understand we are going for him. Mohamed Kudus. Mohamed Kudus is a left-footed winger too. We have Noni, we have Pedro, we have Estevao coming, we have Palmer. Agree, Palmer is a 10, but Palmer can also play on that wing. So I don't know why we are going for Kudus, but I like the player. He's somebody I've always loved. When he was in Ajax, Chelsea had the opportunity to buy Kudus, but we got distracted, I think, by Enzo. When we were trying to get Enzo. I think we were trying to get Enzo, and we got distracted and went and just ignored that deal. By the time we realized, West Ham pounced on it, and they got him. Now, West Ham is putting about 100 million on him. I know that will be easily worked out, and the player wants to leave. But one place I am not hearing much is the left back. We need a good left back to cover for Cucurella. Thankfully, Cucurella has not been injured or was not injured in this last season, but we can't be counting our locks. I'm just hoping. I think Hato is a left center back, and I know he plays left back too. You know, so hopefully we get a good striker. Congrats and big up to Delap. He gets the number 9. Everybody's crying, oh, number 9, number 9. I don't believe the number 9 jersey is jinxed. By God's grace, he will break that jinx, whatever jinx is there. Jimmy Floyd, Hasselbank, wore that jersey. Vianney wore that jersey. Even Fernando Torres. I don't think Fernando Torres was that bad. I know it wasn't as great as he was when he was in Liverpool and Atletico. But at the end of the day, his returns were not so bad. Someone who scored over 45 goals for Chelsea and more than 30 assists, that's not so bad. About almost 80, close to 80 goal involvement from Torres. And we can't forget the second goal against Barcelona in the semi-final game. That was total £50 million paid off. That was a £50 million goal. So I don't think there's any jinx in our number 9, and I'm looking forward to Delap breaking that jinx and scoring goals for us. Hopefully in 2 weeks' time we'll be watching Delap play for Chelsea. So we'll talk about our next transfer. I think I will address I think there's a number change. We will talk about the numbers. I know what's his name? Palmer got the number 10. Delap got the number 9. I am hearing that Estevao is wearing the number 20. Estevao is wearing the number 20. But numbers will have to be moved around until the end of the transfer season. I know that. So we'll talk again. This is Chelsea, in my opinion. Chelsea IMO, coming to you live and direct from your brother, your friend. Please subscribe, share my content, help me out, help your brother out. Thank you very much. I know we will chat shortly. Chat soon. See you soon. Keep good. Cheers.